Today I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade sausage. You need 1.5 pounds of pork. For the 1.5 pounds of pork, you season liberally with kosher salt, and I mean generous. You're making sausage here. And black pepper. And then we put in about a tablespoon or a palmful of minced onion. Garlic we use fresh. We take 2 big fat cloves and grate them right down into the bowl. Steady that. So you got a garlic, onion, salt, pepper, basic sausage going on here. Whenever you make your own sausage, one of the key tricks to learn is to add a teaspoon of baking soda. If you're going to turn it into patties or crumble it, it makes it extra crispy and crunchy on the outside. It's delicious. So a little sprinkle over there, about a teaspoon or so. And then we're gonna get to the anise or fennel. If you're using the anise seed, we use about 1 teaspoon for 1.5 pounds because it's a little stronger than fennel. So that's about 1/3 of your palm. Then we move on to our basic building blocks. My family loves a little bit of oregano or marjoram, about the same amount of thyme. We like ground sage so that it can go all the way through the sausage evenly. So about 1/3 of a palmful of that, about a teaspoon of each of these. Boop. And then my family, my mama's Sicilian, so I gotta tell you, we put crushed red pepper flake in just about everything under the sun. So we're gonna put in a good, 1/2 palmful or so of that. And then in our family, we like a little fat pinch of either allspice or ground cloves. Always when we make sausage at home, a fat splash of wine really gives a tang and a little acidity to the sausage's flavor. So about 1/4 cup, fat splash. You mix all this together, get your hands on in there, that's why I have my little ring holder here. And then you let it set in the fridge for at least 4 hours if you're making dinner that night, or even better, overnight. What we're gonna do here is brown it up and turn it into a fresh cherry tomato sauce to lighten the dish up, and add basil and toss it together with some penne pasta. So now, 1 pound of our penne rigate. Rigate means it has lines and it'll hold more sauce, more flavor, in rapidly boiling water. Now onto our pan, we're going to add in fresh garlic, a couple of cloves that we thinly sliced. I'm gonna grab my food mover and get our fresh cherry tomatoes in the pan as well so that they can burst and start to slump. I'm also throwing in some green onions or scallions. You want a mild flavor onion. And we're gonna put in a little baby fennel because we have that flavor of the anise or fennel seed in there. So we've got baby fennel right here we're gonna throw in there. So you just wanna fill your big old pot with that. 3 pints of cherry tomatoes, and I mixed yellow and red because it's just so purty. So this penne cooks in about, according to the package, 10 to 11 minutes for a nice al dente pasta. So I've had the lid on our cherry tomatoes, baby fennel, green onions, and garlic. I've been shaking occasionally, that's all. All you gotta do is this. Pop the lid off, and you see the tomatoes have given their juice, and the sauce just looks disgustingly delicious, as my mama would say. Lots of fresh basil in there. So to our pan with our tomatoes, we're gonna add our sausage. And then we're going to add our pasta. You marry all of the pasta to all of the sauce. You turn this off. Then you take good fruity olive oil, the good green stuff, and you take cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano, and you take the starchy cooking water. Now you can marry the pasta. So then we serve this in a shallow bowl with all that great fresh juice from the tomatoes. Oh. Come on. That is ridiculous.